Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Skywalker OG coming at you with some more Rise of Kingdoms content, and today we're going to be discussing how to stay up to date and be successful in Rise of Kingdoms as a free-to-play in the current meta today. Now, the first thing we want to go ahead and get started on talking about is activity. And what we mean by activity, guys, activity is not just logging on to the game or being active in voice chat and chatting in alliance chat. That's not the activity that we are referring to. The activity that we are referring to when we mean be active is use your daily AP and your 500 stored AP here, which I have not today, but I've been busy with Osiris League, all that good stuff. But either way, you got to burn all that stuff on barbarians or barbarian forts. Myself and my alliance, we personally prefer to do it on barbarian forts, and the reason for that is because you get alliance chests. And as you will see here, let's go ahead and collect a couple so you can see it. We'll get some resources. We may get stored AP. These are things that we need for KVK. There's a little bit of stored AP. These are things that's going to help us in KVK. And this is 100% for free. All you have to do is set rallies, use your daily AP on barbarian forts, and you will get these rewards. Alright, second activity check is honestly go through, look at the new event that's out now, Civilization Explorer. It is a huge activity check. All these challenges are nothing but activity check, activity check, activity check. It's barb forts, farming, alliance technology donation, more farming. It's farming different resource types, help your alliance 100 times, more farming, defeat barbarians on the map, and more farming. It's literally just an activity check, making sure that you are active in the game. And then Lucian Scrolls is the exact same thing. They are a very, very good way to stay active in the game if you follow all these daily challenges or weekly, monthly challenges, whatever you want to call them. You will be able to stay up to date on the game because it's pretty much everything that you should be doing in the game already. Now let's go ahead and go off to the next set of activity check. That is events. Are you doing the Lantern City event? Are you doing the spring, well, not Lantern City event, the spring event? Are you doing the spring event? Were you doing the Christmas events? Have you been doing all the holiday events? All the free to play side of it, at least? Are you doing Tempest Clash every week? Are you doing Champions of Olympia every week that it comes out? Those are 2 gold heads per event that you're missing out on if you are not doing these. These are huge events for a free to play player. You cannot afford to miss these events. Let's see. Another activity check would be obviously Champions or Sunset Canyon. You need to do your Sunset Canyon every day. Let's go ahead and do a couple of these real quick to show you the rewards that you get here. This is the same thing every single day. If you do these rewards, yes, it's not much rewards, but if you do these events, all these rewards stack up, and as a free-to-play player, you cannot afford to miss out on these few speed ups, these few materials, these few equipment pieces that it gives you throughout these free events, these free rewards. Same thing for Expedition. Go through here, get all your free, well, if you've already done Expedition, you just got to use your coins, which is just free rewards. Experience tomes, resources, sculptures, stars, everything that comes in there, I buy it out because it's 100% free and it's just extra stuff that I have on my account. Whenever we're talking about how to be a successful free-to-play on the open field, now guys, I can make a more detailed, because I'm only going to do about 10 minutes on what you should be doing on your account to keep it active and successful as a free-to-play. I'm not going to do it too much more detailed than that. If you want a more detailed on like open field, garrison rally, etc. for free-to-play, let me know. I can make a different video on that. Just drop me a comment in the comment section. Anyways, moving forward, if you are trying to open field as a free-to-play player, even as a whale in this game, honestly, you need farm accounts. And what I recommend to free-to-play players is having 1 farm per resource type. So 1 farm for food, wood, stone, and gold on top of having your main account. That'll give you an extra 500 million resources as long as you're active farming on them every off season. As you will see, I have multiple characters on this account, and I also have another account. This is my alt account. So we have our bank account, we have the another farm in 307, another farm that I'm just now starting out here in 916. I have another farm on this account here. So I have this as my main, and then I have another farm on it, and I'm starting another farm on it. So I actually have 5 farms in 916, and then 2 farms in 307, not including my alt and my main here. So yeah, I mean, and I spend. I mean, on this account here, I haven't spent in about 2 years roughly, but on this Skywalker account here and on my 307 account, I spend. But I'm not a huge spender, but I still have to have farm accounts. You have to have farm accounts, guys. You have to have farm accounts. If you do not have farm accounts, then you better hope that you have a buddy that's going to send you billions of resources. Otherwise, you are not going to stay out on the field long, because it's not just a speed up issue. It's honestly a resource consumption issue. Now, going beyond that, for your growth, guys, to be able to pace and stay on pace with all the other players in the game, you have to understand that there's always going to be that pay to win and free to play gap that's not going to necessarily close, but we can minimize that gap. And how we can do that is using every little advantage that the game gives us. Don't be lazy. When you go to train your troops, go grab the training rune before you set up even a 2k troop batch. If it's an MGE week, wait for the kingdom buff and then grab a 15% rune. Ask for Duke, do all that stuff, pop your expansions, and then train. These little things, the little things that a lot of players are just too lazy to do, will be able to put you that much further ahead of the next free-to-play guy. This is what you need to be doing to be able to make you the better free-to-play than the next guy. That way you can be in the top alliances, and then being in the top alliances and in the alliances that are the most active. I don't just mean in power, I mean activity. Where are the most chests coming in? Not just gold chests, I mean fort chests, because you need those fort chests. You need stored AP for the new KVK system. That is fact of, like, that's just hands down facts, guys. You can ask any spender, any free to play, anybody in the game that knows what they're talking about. The new KVK tech is a must, and you need stored AP for that. Barbarian fort chests are the best way to get that. All right, so let's go to our next section, which would be our commanders. Whenever we are expertise in our commanders, guys, don't do like me, like I did early in the game. I expertise like Khan. That's just a waste of gold heads. Honestly, it's such a waste of gold heads. What I recommend is doing exactly what I'm doing here, saving up the gold heads. I have 709 now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to test commanders on my other accounts that I actually spend money on, and see how the commander pairings are playing out before I expertise them. I always done the whole, which I know a lot of players do in this game, they watch other YouTubers, they watch KVK streams, they see all this stuff that's hyping up these commanders, like hyping up Zenobia, hyping up Jadwiga, hyping up, you know, XY, whatever it is, and people are chasing down those commanders, but they can't use them. They cannot use them. You need to get a commander that you can use, guys. If you are not a player that's investing in this game, you cannot choose a garrison or a rally leading commander that's only focused on garrison or leading rallies for yourself, because you're not max tech. You're not going to have all crit legendary gear, and the likelihood of you being the main garrison or rally leader in your kingdom is slim to none, unless you are in a completely dead kingdom without even one whale in it. So yeah, I mean, personally, I would get as much information per commander pairing that I possibly could before expertise in a commander. That is my biggest advice that I can give to you guys as a free to play, is really pay attention, watch reports, get a lot of information on commander pairings and how they'll work for you and your marches. Go out, reach out and ask people. If you don't really know what you should be working on, go ahead and ask and get information, guys. Get information. It takes us as a free to play, now that I'm not spending, I can feel your pain, okay? You can't, it takes forever. Like, I even have a good VIP score, all right, and it still takes 4 to 6 months to get enough gold heads to actually expertise any gold legendary commander. So realistically, you're literally just flushing them down the drain if you just run out and expertise a commander that you cannot use in the first place. So let's go ahead and get past that now. Hopefully everybody understands where I'm coming from with that, because I have so many free to play in my alliance that do the same thing. They chase these legendary garrison or rally leaders, and then they'll PM me and tell me that they have them, like I'm gonna put them as a rally leader or something, when we have all max crit legendary gear. Like, I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna let you be the rally leader and cost us an extra 3 million troops whenever I could put, you know, somebody else like Mad Phantom as the rally leader, and we lose, you know, 200k and get 400k to the enemy. So it's there's a clear difference there. There's a clear difference. You got to stay in your lane, guys. Now when we're talking about gear, me personally, this is another thing that free to play just kill me on, and I've done it myself. Whenever I was spinning on here, I did a few of these legendary pieces, and my goodness, is it a setback. It's almost the full set of epic gear just to make this one piece of legendary. Like, not this one and not this one. These ones are actually pretty cheap. The new ones are expensive though. Those are the ones that I mean. I would not chase them as a free to play, guys. I personally recommend getting all your epic gear to epic proct. If you're running the infantry blue shield, that's fine. If you're running these for your archers, that's fine. The Greaves of the Exile, that's fine. Just get them procced. As long as it's procced for all 5 marches before you even attempt or think about pushing into legendary gear. That is my biggest, literally the commander and the gear point here is my biggest advice I can give you guys, because I have seen so many people waste so many materials to get a couple pieces of legendary gear, and then they have absolutely nothing on their other commanders, and they want to know why they're getting dogged on all KVK and they can't get any kills. That is why you can't send naked commanders out there. If you are not spinning in the game, make sure you have all blue or epic procced gear before you work on any legendary, guys. This is a key thing in the game. Very important. Very important. Go hit the barbarian keeps and barbarian forts, or not forts, but go hit the barbarian keeps to go get you some silent trials. Go hit the camps to go get you some, or not silent trials, Jesus, they come from the camps. Go hit the barbarian camps, the little ones. There you go, these things. Jeez, Manini, getting on myself all confused here. Go hit these little camps and go get yourself some silent trials. Go hit the barbarian keeps and go get yourself some Delanes. Those are literally the best. Those are literally the best. And I'm gonna say it right now, and anybody can mess with me or clip it, whatever. They are the best trinkets for a free-to-play player. Why do I say that? It is quite literally almost 2 sets of epic stuff. Epic, like, you can literally make 2 sets of epic gear before you can make 1 legendary trinket, and you can make 6 of those epic trinkets before you can make 1 legendary trinket. Why would you make one of those legendary trinkets when you could have all 6 of your marches, or all 5 of your marches? Obviously you're not gonna have 6 if you don't do the HA tech that far, but anyways, all of your marches with a silent trial and Delanes. That is a very good amulets to have. They are very important for free-to-play players. I even rock them on one of my alts that I do spend on, and obviously my free-to-play account. They're very good. Obviously, if you're in a very active kingdom, you need to speak with your kingdom and make sure that those barbarian keeps and camps are open to the public. Unlike some kingdoms, they are set up. 307 is set up to where they are sectioned out per alliance. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much all you need to do to be a successful free-to-play, honestly, is be active in your kingdom, know what commanders to chase, don't waste your gold heads on just the hype train. Make sure, save your gems, guys. I recommend, my recommendation for you, out of all these years playing the game, I have the worst luck possible. It's terrible, okay? But I think the Holy Knight's Treasure event is the best way to get equipment and materials. And I believe the wheel event is obviously the best way for you to get your expertise on your legendary commanders. If you're free to play, I do recommend going Holy Knight's Treasure with your gems though. That way you can work on your gear over just a few commanders that are coming through wheel, unless it's one that you want to focus on. Focus one commander at a time. Don't waste your wheels or your gems trying to spread them between multiple wheels. Try to do one commander at a time, even with your gems on wheels. That way you can hit the Holy Knight's Treasure event. That way you can get all the gear that you really need to make yourself viable on the open field. Anyways guys, I hope all these tips and all the information that I just gave you helps. I know a lot of it is very simplistic, but a lot of it we just get too lazy and don't do it, and we get too complacent, and you know, that's why we're getting outpaced by the newer players in the game. Anyways, till next time, peace out.